So the safest place for your dog to ride in a car is obviously in a crate. But what happens when you get to your destination and you want to get your dog out of the crate? It's obviously not safe if they jump out of the car and go running into a parking lot or busy traffic. So you want to make sure you teach your dog to wait before exiting the crate. We cover this in a previous video, but it's also important to practice it in the vehicle. So when I open the door, before I open the door, I'm going to ask Gus to sit. But when I open it, if he makes a move to come out, I'm just going to slowly shut the door back until he waits to sit, lets me attach his leash, and then we calmly walk out. Gus, sit. Sit. Gus, sit. Sit. I'm going to use the cue word out, and then I'm going to encourage him out of his crate. Gus, out. Good boy. And always remember, if you have a large breed puppy, you want to pick them up and put them in the car, pick them up and put them on the ground until they're about a year old, for their hips' sake. Good boy, Gus. So if your car doesn't have room to put crates in it, another good option is for the dog to ride in your front floorboard or your back floorboard. But if they're in the front floorboard, you want to make sure that your airbag is disabled. But also, you don't want to open your front door and your dog run out into busy traffic. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to open your door slowly, sit, remind your dog to sit. If they stay seated, you can open the door. Take a hold of the leash. And one thing to practice, you don't want it to become a habit the minute you pick up the leash that the dog jumps out. You may not be ready. You say sit, and you tug. You back up. Sit. Good. You do all kinds of things. You want to make sure that every time you do it, it's a little bit different, because if you do the exact same routine every time, your dog will get used to it, and one day when you're not paying attention or don't have a good hold of the leash, they're going to jump out of the car. Gus, out. Good boy.